Welcome back to WIS News Primetime. As we reach the end of National Autism Acceptance Month, a local team works to ensure that acceptance isn't just limited to April. Earlier this month, we introduced you to the staff over at the Behavioral Co.
And they're joining us tonight in studio to give us an insight about how they approach their instructional style and tell us a little bit more about ABA therapy. So joining us now are co-owners Ebony Willis and Alexandra Newcomb. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. First, tell us a little bit about what you guys do and y'all's instructional style at the Behavioral Co.
Yeah, so we're an ABA provider, and ABA is a medical treatment for individuals with autism. And we work on improving their communication, social skills, and just overall day-to-day life skills.
Yeah, talk to me about some of the transitions that you've seen, just some of the transformations that you see with kids who come in and work with you, and just
a lot. Yeah.
I imagine it's amazing.
Yeah, we have children that have never spoken a word that come to us, sometimes teenagers, and we're able to help improve those communication skills, and we're able to get them talking, which is amazing. We have other kids that come in and have very difficult time making friends, which is one of the side effects from autism is some social skills issues, and we've been able to help establish friendships, just huge transformations, even coming from us and going back to school. Sometimes we have kids that just can't be in school at the moment, so we have to kind of teach them some more pre-academic skills, behavioral skills, stuff like that to get them ready for school, and then they can go back to school. So lots of great transformations.
Absolutely, especially there are so many different factors. So having this as a resource in a community, I feel like it has so many benefits. So you are both the co-owners. Where did this inspiration come for you guys to start this and provide this?
Yeah, we worked together at another clinic, and we just kind of knew that it was something that we wanted to do. We wanted to do it a little differently. We
just kind of always knew. When we met we both were behavior therapists at the time, but we also had been teachers at the time too. And we were moms, so I think that was another huge connection for us too. And we just knew that we wanted to do this and a little bit different, more hands-on, add more compassion to it, and really relate to our parents that we'd be working with.
And so is that really what sets it apart, would you say? Is just kind of like that personal touch and that compassion and that empathy, all of that making a difference?
It's very personal, personalized, individualized care that we provide, and we're with the families right after they get the diagnosis, through learning what ABA is and then dropping their child off for the very first day.
Yeah. Can you kind of actually go into that a little bit more about ABA therapy? What specifically is that? How is it different from others? Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, for us in our clinical setting, it looks a lot like play. But through play, we are teaching them how to communicate. We are teaching them how to interact with their friends and preparing them for school. And it's kind of all around, because it's not just the communication, but the social, it's some behaviors, and then everyone is communicating in a different way. So you really have to individualize how you are treating or creating that treatment for the child.
Yeah, that's such a great point, because each child is different. It's not a one-size-fits-all. In many cases, as we know, this exists on a spectrum, and so each child needs a different set of tools, I would say.
Yes, and that's why they each all have their own individualized plan as far as treatment goes. We do an assessment. We see where the needs are, what skills need to be taught, if there's any replacement behaviors that need to be taught, what are some goals that are important for the parents. Again, it could be establishing friendships, increasing communication, and then when we come up with that child-specific goals, that's when treatment goes. It might, again, like Ebony said, it might look like we're playing, but we're not. We're really focusing on contriving the environment to elicit some of these goals and target responses that we're teaching.
Absolutely, everything has a purpose.
Exactly.
What are the ages that you guys have?
They range. I think our youngest, 18 months, up to, we have a high school graduate who's going to be graduating this year.
That's amazing. And so you've seen that child all through the journey. That's got to be tremendously gratifying.
Yeah, when you're able to see a child graduate from ABA therapy, when they come in, their families, they think that they're always going to need you, and then when you first tell them that we're almost to the point where we're transitioning out, they don't want to let you go. We're like, no, but that's the purpose.
We want to work ourselves out of the job, essentially.
Absolutely. What's your advice to parents who maybe are interested but don't really know if their child will qualify? Kind of what's your advice for people who have questions?
Yeah.
I'd say, reach out to us on our website, if they have questions for us. But in general, for ABA, if you are looking for services, you need that autism diagnosis first. You get that diagnosis, and then you get on a wait list at a clinic. And if that wait list is long, I would recommend getting on a wait list at all the clinics, just to ensure that you can get in the door fast enough.
Absolutely.
All the information right there on your screen to get a hold of the behavior company, and you can see that April is National Autism Acceptance Month, and this is a great organization that can help you on the journey. All that information available on WISTV.com. But thank you so much.
Thank you for having
Appreciate
us.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We'll be back with more Primetime after this quick break.